Hey guys, it's How To Schooler or Jordan here, coming at you with episode whatever the fuck it is of One Up Weekly,
Five.
and episode 5. It's episode 5, and the Lonely Nerd is here yet again. That's 2 episodes in a row. It's a new record. How does it feel?
Feels great, actually, yeah.
Feels great. Feels great being included, being actually part of something you helped create.
Yep.
All right. So today we have a subject that I'm sure everyone under the age of 20. I mean, most people would agree. If we offend anyone, we're just joking if we make any jokes like that. But today we're going to talk about video games and violence.
Yes, we are.
So just to start off, we'll give our opinions. Lonely Nerd, do you think video games incite violence?
Not at all. I think that it's a false rhetoric we commonly hear as... so basically, my opinion on this, so just imagine you had a daughter in the 80s. So your daughter was like 5 years old in 1985. She was born in 1980. She's playing Mario. She's like, oh yeah, Mario. And then
I want to try mushrooms now.
That's not exactly where I was going with that, but that's a similar logic to what people use occasionally.
I saw the devil in Doom, so now I'm Satan.
So yeah, so people say he sees his daughter playing Mario in 1985. Then, I don't know, 25 years later, he hears on TV, it's like, oh, people are playing GTA now. But the only image of video games that he has in his mind is his little daughter playing Mario. And that's just like, it's like, oh, what if she could be playing GTA? Like, whoa, it's the same game. So that means she must be playing GTA nowadays. This must be like what Mario has been replaced by.
So you think that people are just misinformed and have a generalized bad, just stereotypical perspective on it without really being educated on the subject?
Yeah, that's pretty much what all like the old people have.
I completely agree. Honestly, if you do a study and you say video games like truly incite violence I kind of understand with very, very, very mentally ill people. I get how it could kind of do something like, oh, Catcher in the Rye killed John Lennon. No, the fuck it didn't. That guy killed John Lennon.
Yeah, that guy was crazy. And I'm reading this, and it says that people who have antisocial personality disorder may be more negatively affected by video games than but if you don't have a personality disorder and you haven't been diagnosed, then you should be fine. It's the same thing, like, when people say, like, oh, people say, like, oh yeah, weed is bad. Like, it may be bad for some people if they have some pre-existing conditions, but in general, it's not really a bad thing. So,
I mean, the main point I want to say is if you're playing video games and all of a sudden you have the urge to slit your sister's throat,
go get yourself checked out.
Put down the controller, call a psychiatrist, message me in my inbox. I'm here for you. I don't want you to slit your sister's throat.
I don't either. Don't say that.
So I'm gonna give just an instance of when this would happen, when this has happened in the past, and this is honestly the dumbest possible one I've read about. Is I didn't even know this. Mass Effect was blamed for the Sandy Hook shooting. Did you know that?
Yeah, because you told me.
Well, before that,
I had no clue.
Well, apparently, after the Sandy Hook shooting went on, a bunch of the article literally says a bunch of old people went on his Facebook page, and out of all he probably liked over 100 things. Like, this is an avid someone on social media. Like, you don't just, oh, I like this band, I'm only going to like this band. No, you like a lot of things when you like stuff.
When there's like a band I like one of their songs, I'm gonna go like their Facebook page. So
yeah. So he liked Mass Effect's Facebook page, and the people. This article is literally just making fun of it. It says, oh, we saw he liked Mass Effect, and we think there's guns in that game. For one, that's a sci-fi game.
It's a sci-fi RPG. Nothing about Mass Effect screams, I want to go kill people in the street.
I mean, besides the subliminal messages the Reapers kind of beam into your mind saying, kill children.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta remember those. That was a very disturbing part of that video game. I mean, just the blank screen and the white noise.
So I'm reading another part of this Wikipedia article, and it says, in 2007, 32% of students aged 12 to 18 years old reported being bullied at school, compared to 5% in 1999. But if you really if you look more into that claim,
I think people have just become bigger assholes.
maybe, but like if you really look into it, we've stepped up our efforts to make sure people inform you when they're being bullied. Like in 1999, there wasn't as much bullying awareness going on. Like people weren't worried about it.
There weren't as many studies going on about
Yeah,
it.
exactly. So
And truthful studies, for that matter.
yeah, but now everyone's like, oh, anti-bullying, like all this stuff's going on. So people are going to admit to doing it more, since like it's more socially acceptable to be like, oh, this guy's bullying me. But maybe in 1999, if you said that, you'd kind of be outcast, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
So I don't think video games are the cause of that.
Well, this is hilarious. I just seen this now. Apparently, newspapers in the United Kingdom blamed video games for rickets, the disease. Let me read a little bit of this. Even though we're fairly certain it's no longer 1855, the old-timey skeletal disease known as rickets is making a comeback in the UK. At least, if you want in on the trend, simply refuse all calcium and vitamin D. Until your bones turn soft and brittle and your legs permanently go in unnatural directions. Apparently, if you're a video gamer, you're halfway there. That's just crazy.
Yeah, people.
They don't even say why. The newspaper literally just says if you're a gamer, you're 50% more likely to have rickets.
Yeah, and they were citing some like I was just reading it over your shoulder, but they were citing some like really dumb. It was a study that's completely unrelated to actual video games and like how it is affecting. Like it just says that they get like less physical activity or something like that. So they're like, oh, that must mean they go out in the sun less. It's like
rickets. Like
Yeah.
no, just drink your milk.
Yeah, drink your milk and go outside once a day to get your vitamin D, and then you're good.
Yeah.
Just like so much that like false information going around. Like if you look at it, like there's actually a lot of benefits to video games, such as increases in hand-eye coordination and just stuff like that.
I mean, there are studies that say if you play an hour of video games a day, you're likely to be more happy. But if you play more than an hour, you become more aggressive, and like after 3 hours, you become like aggressive. I
just want to kill you, Jordan. Just get out of my life.
Well, that's actually proven fact.
Yeah, well,
I will attest to that. I'm very angry, especially when I play too much Dark Souls or Bloodborne. Don't watch my live stream. Talked about this in the last one. It's forbidden. Apparently, Portal got shit for mocking adopted kids.
how that doesn't even make sense.
I mean,
it's not even adopted in the game.
well, there's a phrase: fatty, adopted fatty, fatty, no parents. Apparently, it traumatized a bunch of adopted kids.
That I literally didn't even realize it was a passage from the game. You knew how like probably that's like an Easter egg or something like that lets you read into the story, but the thing is, Shell, the protagonist of the game, is actually like not adopted. She's the son of Cave, or the daughter of Cave Johnson. So
I mean, that's just ridiculous. Like, I mean, then stop playing the game. Like,
yeah,
don't say that you're gonna like kill yourself because of a line in a video game. Unless it's specifically like, Jordan O'Day, you're a faggot. Nobody likes you. Us at Bethesda
exactly.
all want you dead.
yeah,
Go choke on Mario's magical mushroom dick.
it's similar to the thing that Tyler creator, or I don't completely agree with this, but like Tyler the creator posted on Twitter a while ago. It's like, LOL, what's the deal with cyberbullying? Why don't you just close the computer or whatever? Like,
I mean, that's kind of bad, though. I mean, if someone posts something about you publicly, like, if someone went on Facebook and is like...
I know, that's why I say I don't 100% agree with it, but, like, it's just the same thing. Like, if you don't like the game,
Yeah.
just take it out and throw it away. Like, it's really not a big deal.
I mean, if you subtweet me, I'll probably kill you. It's all the video games. They're inspiring me.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto encourages drunk driving. I mean, I honestly think half of these are just ways that people argue their cases in court. Like, someone gets pulled over for a DUI, they're like, well, Grand Theft Auto says it can. So, yeah, Grand Theft Auto also says you can kill a hooker. I mean, I know that's your typical Sunday minus the blow, but...
Oh my god. It's just, like, so funny, I think. Like, just, like, listening to all of these, like, incompetent, like, buffoons just blabbering on about this, like, complete and utter bullshit that has, like, literally no scientific backup.
It's literally one mission in GTA that allows you to go drunk driving. It's, like, all the other ones don't, like, it's literally one mission.
Yeah, it's just, like, doesn't make any sense. Like, these just arguments are so illogical.
I mean, they're all based on really small portions of, like, this stuff in a game you wouldn't even, like, think of.
Yeah, like it just doesn't make sense. There's no like ground.
Oh, apparently video games cause limb loss too.
It doesn't.
I don't even feel like I'm not even gonna go into that one
How-
because
how-
that's just ridiculous.
How did the limb loss happen before video games existed?
I don't know. So my NES controller gave me cancer. It's like, then put it away. If you're that worried about your health because of the video games, then don't play the video games. They're not fucking cigarettes. Put them down.
Yeah, I mean, if you really like, that's the thing. If you like something, then you should just be able to enjoy what you want. But if you don't like it, then why are you just gonna try to stop other people from doing it just because like something you think may adversely affect you? It's kind of like the same way I feel like about like drugs. Like,
I knew you were gonna bring up pot again.
no, that's not necessarily pot. Just any drug. Like, you shouldn't be treated as a criminal for doing something that like you want to do. But maybe if it's bad, then maybe you should be getting help or something. If you're like addicted to video games, which I mean, I guess can happen. You could be addicted to anything. You could be addicted to drinking water. So,
I mean, I mainstream The Last of Us into my veins every day, and if
Yeah.
I don't do it, I get very angry and depressed.
yeah, but I
I'm
mean,
not making fun of that, by the way. I was making fun of people who say they're not people who are depressed. I'm
people
sorry.
who say they're what?
If you're depressed, I'll hug you.
People who say they're what?
People who say that they're like causing all these things. Okay, so I have an example that actually kind of does support this a little bit. I do want to give both sides of it so we don't sound completely biased. Apparently, October 20th, 2007, there's a boy in Ohio who his parents found out he bought Halo 3 without their permission and was like sneaking over to friends' houses to play it and everything. And they grounded him. So he got a gun and shot him. What do you
What the actual fuck?
What do you think of that?
That guy. I mean, he probably has he probably has antisocial personality disorder. So
Apparently, after a snowboarding accident, he became very depressed, and all he wanted to do was play Halo 3.
maybe that snowboarding accident. Maybe that caused him some brain damage or something.
Some brain damage? I mean, what if it was just a wrist injury?
Well, what if it wasn't? We have no context. But also, I haven't heard this story for a while. But there was like a shooting randomly where this guy like went into a sorority house in California and he killed some guys or killed some girls, and like, apparently he blamed Call of Duty for the incident, although he was military trained, and like obviously Call of Duty is he should know that it's not realistic. He was just saying that probably to get people on the bad side of games.
I mean, if you've been in the military and you've suffered some sort of mental trauma, and obviously that guy probably had PTSD for some reason, why the fuck are you playing a shooter based around what you
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong.
quote unquote lived?
I played with some people. Like, I played with this guy who's like a veteran. He like lost his legs or something like that, and he got a house from like the vet, whatever, like the vet home and whatever. But yeah, he plays
I'm
Call
not
of Duty like all the
laughing at
time.
that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm laughing. So, I don't want to cut you off, but apparently there was someone who became a sex maniac by falling off her Wii Fit balance board too many times.
What the fuck?
Let me read you a little bit of this. Manchester catering worker Amanda Flowers claims that falling off her balance board turned her into a sex maniac. A more obvious attempt to turn sex into money than actual prostitution, the 2-inch tumble rendered her excitable by the least vibration and requiring to 10 sex sessions a day. Simultaneously, the best superpower and letter to penthouse ever written. Her argument contains more obvious holes than, well, we can't make that joke. It's a vagina joke.
No way.
Really? We can't make that joke. You probably know that we're thinking, if that drop turned her into a sex addict, a flight of stairs would make her screams of passion shatter every window in the building. There's also the legal issue that if you can get sexually excited by Wii games, you should probably be classified as a sex offender.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
That's worse than like the stereotypical lonely woman thing of putting the shoe in the laundry machine and sitting on top of it.
Yeah.
That's pretty awful. Oh my gosh, imagine if she like fell off the side of a cliff or something.
Oh my god. That's what she needs to do.
It's like every bone in my body feels so. That's just awful.
It doesn't make any sense. Like
How do video games get blamed for these things?
people need something to blame something on. So
Not even what was it? I completely lost my train of thought. Not even like that weird like simulation sex game they had on Xbox. No, it's falling off her Wii balance board. There's one of those like simulation dating games that's supposed to teach you how to talk and handle women.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, video games are the newest entertainment medium that we have. So like, obviously,
I mean, no, there is Hologram Tupac.
Okay, besides Hologram Tupac, video games are the newest.
I think there's a Michael Jackson one too.
I think there is too. I
think he was at the Tonys. That's what someone told me. I never looked it up.
Oh well, but yeah, newest entertainment medium, video games. So
besides holograms.
Besides holograms
and 4K.
And what?
4K is new.
Well, that's not an entertainment medium.
I mean, it increases the medium.
Well, yeah, okay, but think about it. We've had movies forever. We've had TV forever. So, and we've had music forever. But video games are the new thing. So obviously they're gonna get blamed
DVDs
for all these.
Are newer.
Oh,
Blu-ray.
They're movies though. That you're just no. But yeah, so they're gonna get blamed for everything since there's a new kid in town that's like, oh, before we were fine, but now there's some people getting shot, so we gotta blame something. Let's just blame video games or your scapegoat, you know?
So you think it's kind of like, you're the newest person here, so you're laid off.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what...
Who pressed the button to blow up North Korea? I did. No, you didn't. It was the new guy. Wink, wink.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like this group logic that like the government and everyone tries to use just to like exclude a medium just because they're not familiar with it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. That's like being like, oh, I don't like football, so football makes me want to kill people. No, you just don't like football.
Apparently Shrek fell out of popularity because of video games, too.
What?
Apparently Shrek 3 and video games just didn't mix.
What?
That's... Yeah, I mean, it's not like, Shrek 3 sucked or anything. That's Lene's favorite Shrek movie.
How is that...
I like it, but it's definitely not my favorite.
Dude, Shrek 2 is the best one.
Shrek 2 is my favorite. 3 is probably... The 3 and 1 are tied for me.
1 is way better than 3.
Really? I don't know. I thought 3 was good. We're not here to talk about Shrek.
I like Shrek.
Shrek it's a quality franchise.
Shrek is love.
Shrek is life.
Oh my god.
Apparently Nintendogs is to blame for animal cruelty. The game about petting and taking care of dogs has been... going into this, I thought we were going to get, like, shootings and, like, stabbings and muggings. Not games about petting fluffy animals. Which, by the way, if you think about it, Nintendogs is the most bullshit Nintendo series ever.
Nintendogs is literally the dumbest thing. I used to, like, love that. I used to adore Nintendo.
I had it. And, like, literally, you just sit there and pet... It's like a Tamagotchi, but, like... less cool. And it was like, you know how DLC is bad?
Yeah.
They had different games for every fucking dog breed.
Yeah, like literally different games, not just...
We should have talked about that in the last One Up Weekly.
Nintendogs is already gone. Nintendogs has been dead forever.
Well, apparently this bitch kicked her dog and she got in trouble.
I can kick dogs in Nintendogs, which you can't actually do, by the way. Is that... What?
Apparently Ron Jeremy blames video games for... corrupting impressional minds.
Ron Jeremy.
The porn star, yes.
Ron Jeremy, what is...
The 9.5-inch dick.
The hell is the pot
called? I think if anything's going to corrupt your mind...
It's going to be Ron Jeremy's dick.
It's a 10-inch penis.
Oh my god.
He's even dressed up like Mario in the picture of the way. He was in the Mario and Luigi series.
He was?
Was he? No, I think... Was that...
I don't even know.
It was either Ron Jeremy or like fucking Cheech and Chong. Someone liked that. I don't even know. Apparently they cause pedophilia. I mean, I could see how you could use video games to lure in small boys.
Like, hey, you want to come to my house? I got the new Mario game.
You want to play the new Super Mario World, and then you can hop on my Nintendo.
You want to pet my Nintendo?
Ride my mushroom all the way to the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, the Magic Kingdom, that's the wrong. That's Disney.
I'll ride it to fucking Bowser's Castle.
Ride it to Bowser's Castle.
I don't fucking know.
Oh my god. And,
basically, pedophiles are using euphemisms to lure in small little boys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even gonna get into this. It's just like literally, it's just like the amount of bullshit like just blows my mind.
There's just so much stuff that's just kind of, it just seems uneducated to say.
I mean, obviously, Mortal Kombat and one other game like
I watch Mortal Kombat. Let me see if I can rip Timmy's head off.
yeah, Mortal Kombat is what warranted
Fatality.
it warranted the creation of the ESRB, and like that is like obviously what we use now to like tell the scale of bad video games.
You know, it's actually debatable if that was the first rated M game.
I mean,
it's commonly accepted as it, but if you actually look into it, there are other games that people are like saying are newer. I honestly don't know because I've done research on it. I couldn't find a definitive answer.
well, like okay, just think about this. If you really want to, like, if you don't want your kid playing violent video games, just don't let them play rated M games. Like, honestly, if you think they're so impressionable,
You have to remember the fact that it's reverse psychology. Like, if my mom tells me I can't play Halo, I want to fucking play Halo.
well, yeah, but
I bought the Majora's Mask 3DS because I thought I couldn't get it.
that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, hey, I have it and it's worth a lot of money. So
Well, I mean, that's fine, but like, if you really think about it, like, if you don't want your kid to play Halo, like, you're ultimately in charge, so you're gonna be like, hey,
yeah, but the
just
kids
don't play
gotta
Halo.
find a way to play.
Well, they can play it at their friend's house, but owning it's a completely different thing. You can like play it. Oh yeah, I can go play it for an hour and a half at Bobby's house, and I can go home and play it for 8 hours. So like, obviously there's a difference there, and if you, it's ultimately the parents' responsibility to decide what games their kid plays. And
I mean, you honestly know they're going to play it regardless. Like that doesn't really do anything.
no, but they're gonna play it, but they're not gonna have the same like experience. Like,
I went and bought Halo 3 before I was supposed to.
okay, you can go buy it, but that's your own fault. Like, the parents aren't to blame then. But like, say the
Well, you're
kid-
saying it's the parents that are saying they can, or that it's their responsibility, when in reality they have virtually no control over the
I
situation.
mean, I didn't play any video games, any rated M games. Till my
And
mom,
with
let
media, okay, but media now, you don't even need a license to go to the store. I could go on the PlayStation store, buy a network card, tell my mom I'm buying Minecraft, and then buy fucking
you think
Pornhub
kids are
Unlimited.
that smart?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know any fucking 12-year-old
At
that's
10,
smart.
if I would have done that at 8 years old. If that was a thing when I was 8 years old, I would have done it. And
yeah.
you know, so many people are now. Actually think about it and use your head. People are going to do that. Kids, they can literally just look on the PlayStation store and be like,
I want
Oh.
Mortal Kombat.
yeah, kids are shifty. Like, you literally, if I'm a little kid, okay, I'm browsing around on PSN, I go to a PlayStation store and I see Mortal Kombat, I'm gonna be like, Mom, can I use a credit card to get a game? And I'm not, fuck no, I'm not gonna tell her what it is.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
what game are you
I
gonna
mean,
get?
obviously, I can buy rated M games myself. I'm almost 18, but like as a kid, no, I did stuff like that as a kid.
Well, I mean, I actually like didn't really though. That's the thing. Like, if it, ultimately, like, if your parents
It's
like,
because you were a pussy until you were like 12
well, I
or
guess, but like,
14.
if you really want to like sort of like put the blame on the kid, then you can just like, that's like saying, oh well, your kid did hard drugs because the kid wanted to do hard drugs. But like, if you like raise them to like not do hard drugs, then they're probably not gonna do hard drugs.
I still think that is completely invalid. My
No, think
point-
about it. Like, kids in the hood are obviously more likely to do it because they're not raised like not to do it. So it's just
No,
the same
kids
mentality.
so this is a race thing now.
I'm not saying it's a race thing. I'm just saying that people are brought up in different
I
situations.
think
and,
depressed
like,
people who had good lives are more likely to do heroin than someone who's like raised in the hood and like, I mean, yeah, they may like shoot someone, but I think you're more prone to drugs through depression. But we're not talking about drugs. I'm
I
just
think
saying
this is like kind of actually a related topic in like a weird way.
we're not gonna get into drugs. I know you want to talk about drugs, fucking wanna be pothead, but no, I'm saying basically, if a kid wants a game, they're gonna do it. We're wasting too much time talking about this. I think the thing is, even if you're young, you still know when you're thinking something bad. I think that if you have thoughts like, oh, I should shoot up a movie theater or something, or I should beat the fuck out of Jimmy's pet terrier or fucking chihuahua because it won't stop barking at me, I mean, maybe you could do something to the chihuahua. Nothing violent, just scare it a little. Set off some firecrackers. But don't kill it. Use your head. If you feel these feelings, stop playing video games. It's like artwork. Like, the Mona Lisa may inspire me to fucking go rape a girl, but that doesn't mean it's...
It doesn't mean it's justified. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's like a vulgar piece of art. That woman is obviously fully clothed. I just want a vagina. I don't know. Like,
I know people use everything to blame other things, but like
I think it's
ultimately-
just scapegoating because people
Yeah.
don't want to deal with the reality that they are not okay in the head.
yeah, and like you just gotta realize that there's messed up people in the world, and you can't just blame it. Like sometimes it's natural. Like you're never gonna stop violent crime. You're never gonna stop violence. There's never gonna be world peace. Hate to break it to you, the world's a terrible place.
I mean, if everyone just smoked a joint together,
Then
just one time.
well, what if one person stole the weed?
I mean, you'd be surprised if that actually. I'm not saying you should smoke pot, but it can smooth stuff over pretty quickly. It loosens you up. I think Kim Jong-un needs to come smoke a doobie.
I guarantee you, he probably smokes a ton of weed, Jordan.
I mean, apparently he doesn't have a butthole.
I know. All of these, North Korea is a
Okay,
completely
we're
different topic.
getting too sidetracked. Okay, so basically, if you have these feelings, you should stop playing these games. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if that Sandy Hook thing was started by a member of his family because they didn't want to accept the fact that he was fucked up and he fucking weakest link. So I think we should just wrap this up and just try to give a conclusion statement like I did. What do you?
Video games don't cause violence.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
Democratic People's Republic of Korea, they cause violence.
Kim Jong-un's lack of butthole.
Causes violence.
Yes.
Video games they don't.
So, yeah, if you like this at any time, drop a like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Lonely Nerds channel as well. Check us out on SoundCloud. All the links will be down below. Any last words?
Follow me on Twitter at LonelyNerdYT.
Okay, did you change your Twitter handle?
Nope.
Alright, I thought it was C. William C.
Well, that's my name.
Okay, follow me on Twitter and all the social medias too. I just hit, I think I hit 200 followers on Twitter.
Oh, nice.
I'm actually over that. I hit 100 views on my Towerfall video, so as promised, I will have a milestone video up soon. Help me reach 100 subscribers, and you'll see me do something very dangerous. Don't tell them what it is, but I hopefully won't lose a testicle. And keep on stacking up those extra lives. Peace.